Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are listening to me from. My name is Solomon Boro. As I've earlier said in my previous video, I'm a Microsoft trainer and a Microsoft trainee. I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, shared entire window. Okay. So as I've earlier said, I am a Microsoft trainer and a trainee. In my previous video, I did some little introduction and I show you the interface of how Microsoft 365 account is. So today I'll be showing you just a quick one, a short video. Let me come here. Let me open it up. Most times we find it easy to identify where we are going to by cramming URL. I remember when I was still small, when I was using new to Facebook, I have to cram it www.facebook.com, or later on I come to discover that fb.com can even bring it out. So I have to cram all these in order for me to have access to my in order to have access to any account I want to go to. If it's Google, www.google.com, and not the email.com, this and that. But in M365, that is Microsoft 365, I found out that there is actually a better way, even without you cramming it. Instead of cramming 20, if you cram one, you've succeeded in cramming all. It's not about cramming. Once you are used to one, you are used to all. It's synonymous to you using a particular stone to kill countless number of birds. I discovered this from one of my mentors' class. I think the first mentor of which I saw using it is Solomon Jeremiah. Solomon Francis Jeremiah. He's an MVP. He was the first person who used it. So in a couple of times, I missed it. So later on, my other mentor, Joseph Afiso, used it as well. So since it has taken to my brain, so I find it worthwhile to bring it here so that we too can have access. I said I will be starting from scratch. Now, in Microsoft 365, we have many resources, many suites, many applications. So if you start cramming one after the other, you might get it mixed up. So, and we have a URL that shows you everything that has to do with Microsoft 365, that has to do with Azure, that has to do with many. So they're actually here. The URL is what? cmd, actually a Microsoft command, cmd.ms. cmd.ms. By the time you click enter, what you will find out from there is the resources. Look at it now. cmd.ms, the Microsoft Cloud Command Line. This is a cloud command line. And what can you find in that cloud command line? I believe my screen is wide enough. What can you find in that cloud command line? So if you were to go to Entra at Microsoft Entra, look at it here, en.cmd.ms. So you can see this is the URL. So if you take a look, instead of cramming all this, cramming this, because you want to have access to all the admin center. Okay, yeah, I showed you something about admin center, the previous one. So to have access to all the admin center. So with the help of the URL cmd.ms, which is here, cmd.ms, you can get access to all the admin center. It all depends on where you want to go. Now, let me scroll down a little, because we have Azure. We have Azure for GCCI. We have Azure Preview Portal. We have Intune. We have Intune for, you can see that everything is here. Now, if you watch Azure, look at this other one. It's actually creating a difference between all. But what if it goes to a time that you want to filter? Because if you look at it, they're actually very, very many. Let me skip scrolling, get to P. We're already in P. It's actually arranged in alphabetical order. That is for the first one, but it's okay. Here now, stop at P. So look at this other one again. You can see there are actually very many admin center, many sites. They are actually very many. But what if what you're looking for is within and you can't find it? That is why we have this over here. This one is all Microsoft portals. All these are the portals all Microsoft portals. We can actually filter them using this. So we have Entra. If it is Entra you need, by the time you click on Entra, it is only Entra. Okay, before now, let's come and take a look at this. We have all admin center. If you look at this, it's very short, right? Meaning there are still many more on that. You keep scrolling, you can see the way it's moving. Now, let me filter them by picking just Entra alone. You can see that it's bigger now. So it means you can easily scroll. You can see all the Entra. You can see this is everything about Entra. This everything about Entra. If you check another one again, just Microsoft 365, that one is bigger. That I said that this one is shorter. So you can see all this everything about Microsoft 365. Remember when I opened my demo? When I opened my lab the previous time, I told you I said Microsoft Administration. We have Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive. I showed you this as what under App Launcher. Under App Launcher. Don't worry, we'll still show you this again. So you can see all these. You can see all these. So this one is everything about Microsoft 365. So if it happened that is now Azure you need, look at it over here. This is everything about Azure. You can see. Is it automation, Azure automation, function app, Azure Cosmos, and all the rest? Is it virtual? And many others like that. So this is just the shortest and the quickest way or the quickest access to access Microsoft portals. So if it's Intune you need, is it Intune? You can see it over here. You can see them, tenant admin and all the rest. So here you can also find Defender, my page general, exit sentiment, and all the rest. So here now, because somebody will now say, okay, what am I doing with this? So let me just answer a little question from here. If I pick Microsoft, let me pick Microsoft. Now Microsoft Admin Center. Okay, take a look at it. Let me click. If you click this or this or this, it will still give you the same thing. Everything will give you the same thing. So let me just go with this. Microsoft. So it's opening over there. Okay. Now it's telling me to log in. I don't want to use that account. Let me use this account. Let me use this account. Mind you, on a normal, it ought to prompt me for password, but it's because I've saved it already. So you can see this was exactly where it brought me to yesterday. You can maybe there in my previous video exactly. So you can see instead of me typing admin.cloud.microsoft, I'll now go and cram this on my head with the help of cmd.ms. It's taking me there. Now remember the app launcher I opened yesterday. You're still seeing this Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, Viva, Engage, and all the rest. So everything is still visible over here. So now let me just go back there again and pick let me pick Azure. So if I'm to pick Azure, let me just go with this first one. So it's asking me because it's already connected to Windows. I'll be using it over and over, so it won't ask. So this is it. This is the interface. This interface. So you can see that these are all the quickest and the easiest way to get access to Microsoft portals through what? cmd.ms. It will give you a quick access to enter wherever you want to get to when it comes to Microsoft portals. So I don't know. I think at this point now I'll have to just cut short. Get ready for the new one that will be coming. Mind you, don't forget Microsoft command line, which is what cmd.ms. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to drop a question on my page. If you have any question, feel free. I'm always available. I have a teachable spirit, as I've said before. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to unlearn, and I'm ready to teach the little which I know. Thank you so much, and have a great day. I'll be stopping my sharing now. Thank you.